You're listening to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, presented by 92.9 Tom FM, an iHeart radio station.
Hello and welcome to episode 52 of Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon. I, of course, am Kyle McMahon, and on the rotating panel of guest hosts, I have the one, the only, Benny Panella.
I think your microphone knew you were going to burp, so it was like,
Ran away.
I'm going to get away from this situation. And you brought it back and burped in its face.
How are you, Benjamin?
That actually is a perfect summary of 2020. I'm doing well, Kyle.
Well, that's good. I mean,
How are
nothing
you?
else. I'm doing well. Benny is on his best behavior today because we have to be attentive or not get distracted.
I got a talking to. My boss said, Benny, you got to do better than that.
I'm not your boss.
Winky face, smile. And then he took away one of my gold stars. And I said, no.
And then played with your nipple.
He did.
That's
very,
actually
very hard. Actually, I don't have feeling in my nipples, so when I felt that, I was kind of put off.
That and
Or
by
was it
the way,
put on?
by the way, HR, he invited me to
Yeah, I sent him the invite.
through a Outlook.
Facebook invite.
A
An
Facebook
Outlook invite. Did the corporate thing.
Okay, so guess what?
What up, Kyle?
Reddit, our Pop Culture Weekly Reddit,
Yes.
is up to 14 users.
Those are 14 of the smartest people in the universe.
I would say. So they, at the Pop Culture Weekly Reddit, we get like by the minute news, pop culture news, obviously, and I enjoy that. So that's growing. I think it's grown. What's if you had 13 2 weeks ago, now you have 14. What percent is that?
0.7%.
No. So 10% would have been
10% would have been
1.3 people.
1.3 people, yes.
So like 8%. So we increased 8% since the last episode,
Sure.
right?
I guess. I don't know how to math.
Me either.
I hate math.
So,
I told my math teacher I didn't like his class, and he wasn't too happy about that in high school.
excuse me.
Your microphone is just like, this is torture.
This is why I don't drink.
Imagine the life of a microphone.
We're not going to because we're staying on track today.
Okay.
But, dear listener, you can imagine the life of a microphone.
Disclose your eyes.
Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the Emmy Award Nominations.
Woo!
Yes, sir. But before we get to that, we are going to go in to What's Out. What's out? So, there is nothing out this week because the movies are closed. On to the next segment, which is what we consume this week. What we consume this week.
Ham. Oh, not food. Oh, we're talking something else. Okay.
What did you consume this week, Benjamin Panella?
So,
And let me preface it by saying this should be related to movies, music, or television.
yes. So, television. I watched sports for the first time in so long.
Since the before times.
Since the before times.
So what sports did you watch?
Baseball, which promptly is now almost over thanks to a coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah.
Already 6 teams are not playing right now because of they're trying to baseball is literally like keeping itself together with duct tape and glue at this point.
Yeah.
It's hysterical, like bubble gums and paper clips. If you want genuine hysterical content, watch baseball's commissioner stand up in front of a microphone and go, yeah, we understand we have a pandemic outbreak. And then people will ask him, well, what happens if you guys have a full-on outbreak? And he goes, well, we're going to sit down and we're really going to think and try to devise a strategy. And you're just watching this guy's wheels turning as he's trying to answer questions because he has no idea what he's going to do. It's the funniest thing ever. So I watched 3 games of baseball.
Okay.
And that's been all the baseball I've been able to watch because the teams that are in our market are now all apparently not playing thanks to the coronavirus.
So is it true that 2 of the cardboard spectators were taken out by a ball?
I think that's almost as funny as when
Is that true?
It is true, yeah. So some teams are doing the thing where you can buy for $40.
Yeah.
It's a donation to a charity
Yeah.
or something. They'll put a cardboard cutout of you. In
That's
the
what I'm talking
stands.
about.
I'm educating the people at home.
Oh.
The people that are sitting there going, I'm listening to this. What is going on with cardboard cutouts? And now I'm just saying, okay, here's what's going on with cardboard cutouts.
You were inadvertently educating the listener.
Yes.
What are you saying? We don't know about sports? You were saying that us pop culture nerds don't know about sports?
So in the before time,
we know about the 76ers versus J-Lo at the Super Bowl, okay?
that was a big game.
It
Yeah.
was a big game, and J-Lo clearly won.
When she kicked that touchdown and punted that home run, I was so impressed.
I agree. And let's be honest, J-Lo truly was. You know, the scoreboard,
The cardboard scoreboard
the scoreboard might not have said
that was
it.
in the stands that got hit by a ball.
J-Lo was the winner of the Super Bowl and that poll.
She was the winner of that poll, let me tell you.
And the poll was the winner of her.
She's doing the best in the polls of the other candidates for the polls. So yeah, there's cardboard cutouts in the stands where people have paid $40. The deal is, like, if a ball hits it, they'll mail you the ball, which I think is pretty cool. But what they didn't realize is, cardboard versus a baseball flying at over 100 miles per hour, that's not going to end well.
Right.
And it hasn't.
So is your face on it, or is it just a random person?
You upload a photo, so it could be a random person.
So I could, if I wanted to, and if
buy a cardboard cutout and put, like, Ed Sheeran in the outfield.
No, I was going to say I could buy a whole section of Kyle's, Cardboard Kyle's.
You could.
You know that was my band name, Cardboard Kyle and the Paper Bags.
That's a great band name.
If I had a band in the 70s, that's what it would be called.
I would say in the 90s. I could be like an alt-rock band.
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cardboard Cutout Kyle.
No,
Cardboard Kyle and the cutouts.
No, Cardboard Kyle and the Paper Bags.
Cardboard Kyle and the Paper Bags joining us here at this alt-rock bar with their latest single called Tripping on My Heartstrings. And you're like an emo band. Tripping on my heartstrings.
Okay.
Falling in love.
All right, and now we are 3/4 through the way of the time allotted for the show.
What's My Chemical Romance up to? What have they been up to for a while?
I don't know, but that's something for our listeners to ponder. Anyway, what I consumed this week, last night I consumed this show called, this movie on Netflix called The Room. Was very...
Yes!
You saw it?
I've heard of The Room, yes.
Was very good. It's kind of a horror movie, but it's about this couple, this like young couple, like in their 30s, moved from like the city to this like remote town in rural Maryland, and they buy this house kind of sight unseen because it's really cheap and it's beautiful and blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, there's a secret room in it, and the secret room will bring you whatever you want.
I need to find this room because I want a cardboard cutout of myself in the outfield.
So, that sounds great, right? Like, ooh, I can ask for $1 million, which they do. But
there's a catch.
The woman, the mom, has not been able to have kids, so she asked for a kid, and a kid comes. Ooh, it's so good. Anyway, great movie. Loved it. So I watched that. I also have been watching this show on HBO it's HBO Max, called Room 104, I believe it is.
Okay.
And it takes place, so every episode is completely different actors, completely different director, writers, blah, blah, blah. But every episode takes place in Room 104 of this motel. It is so good. There's so many stories you could tell in one room of a hotel or motel or whatever it is.
So is it like it's like a horror, like you could tell a horror story, a romance story?
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, there was this one episode.
That is really clever.
Yeah, it's really genius. It's by the Suppless brothers, who I believe did or do Stranger Things.
Yes.
So there's this one episode that there's no dialogue in the show whatsoever, and it's about a dancer. This woman who's the cleaning lady for the room. Mm-hmm. So she's like a former dancer, and she goes in and finds lipstick, and it kind of brings her back to when she was younger. It's incredible. It's like a half-hour ballet, this episode, which I was totally not expecting because everyone was like scary or thriller or funny or whatever. And then I'm like, what the heck is this? And then it ended up being amazing. And I hate the ballet.
Yeah, but I will say this, 30-Minute Ballet is a great name for an alt-rock band, like a punk rock band.
Benny Button and the 30-Minute Ballet.
This is the 70s, yeah.
Listeners, I love you guys. Tweet us and tell us what your band name would be in the 70s, because these are funny. I mean, if I came up with something as hysterical as Cardboard Kyle and the Paper.
I feel like there's a good system for how to get that, too. Like, take the last thing you held in your hand and something you're sitting on, and that's the name of your band.
Nipple seat?
Like Benny.
Nipple seat.
It'd be funny if it was seat nipple. So you're like, okay, how's that going?
Whose nipple are you sitting on?
Whose seat are you holding? The world may never know.
What the heck? Okay. So anyway, that is what we consume this week.
Benny Penn and the Chairs.
And let's just give a big farewell to Benny on his last episode. I'm just kidding. Did I just snort?
You just snorted. The life of a microphone. The things you hear.
Oh, so we got some good hot clips coming up in the section called Hot Clips. So we got some good hot clips. First of all, Taylor Swift surprise dropped a new album, and she's amazing, and everybody knows I love her. This album is the best indie album that I've heard in a decade. And then people argue with me on Twitter, she's not an indie artist. How can it be an indie album if she's not an indie artist? I wasn't talking about the status of her record label relationship. Mm-hmm. I was talking about the genre of indie music. She released an indie music album. Mm-hmm. Freaking crazy. It's awesome. Yeah. It's really, the lyrics are absolutely incredible. It could be a poetry book.
It really could. This is a good, like, for someone like me who was kind of pumping the brakes on Taylor Swift for a while because I was kind of like, she's written the same thing over and over again. Those are my criticisms of Taylor Swift's music. I still think she's very talented. I like this album. Tells a story. Things have pieces, and it's different. It's very, like, if you have only followed Taylor Swift over the last 7 years, this is like a completely new chapter for her, which it's fantastic. What I also love about the album is, like, a lot of the things that she's done around it. She gave a sweater to Kobe Bryant's daughter. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. And that just made me go, all right, okay.
She's so cool. I love her. She's just a
great person, and always thinking of other people. But there is a little controversy with this album. There is more controversy than just people criticizing it, calling it an indie album.
You're talking about the logo?
The cover art.
Yes.
Here's my take on it. You can give yours. I don't think Taylor Swift will ever or has ever listened to a Norwegian metal band. I don't think Taylor. If you had to make me predict Taylor Swift's musical playlist, I don't think a Norwegian metal band will ever be on that playlist.
Yeah.
So can we stop with that?
Yeah.
Can we stop with this constant of offshoot band comes out of the woodwork saying, you took a song title, or you took this, or you took that? Unless it's a person's name, like the name of an artist, I really don't think like a cover art thing is that big of a deal. I really don't think maybe like 2 words in a song are that big of a deal, or the melody, the couple parts of a melody of a song is that big of a deal. Now, if it's like 100%, if this looks like it, that's where you can have some stance to talk about. But Taylor Swift does not listen to Norwegian metal.
No.
She doesn't listen to that at all.
And speaking of that, so that happened with Servant, which of course I interviewed the cast of. It's on Apple TV Plus. I love that show, M. Night Shyamalan. Which, by the way, I rewatched again this week with my godson, who is now addicted. But somebody sued the creators of Servant, saying this is the exact same plot as a movie I did, this independent like college movie in like 1972. Nobody saw your stupid movie.
Sure, M. Night Shyamalan is sitting there going, oh, what movie I'm going to watch tonight? I could watch Days of Thunder. I could watch Inglourious Bastards. No, wait, what's this movie?
Minions.
Wow, this movie from 1983 shot at Columbia University on a camcorder. Sure, I'll put this on.
Exactly. So, of course, the woman thankfully ended up losing in court. But, they had to go to court to even do that and waste money and time. Like, come on, let's be realistic M. Night Shyamalan, nobody involved with the creation of that show saw your crappy movie, that just stop. Just stop it.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Plots of things. There are more than 1 billion movies that have been made, both professionally and amateurly. And I don't even know what people can consider a movie anymore because it changes so much. It used to be that a feature-length film was a film, but now you could make a quote-unquote movie that's a short film, but a short film could be anything from 10 minutes to 5 minutes to whatever. So plots have been done to death.
Right.
The fact that we still can innovate things today is a miracle to me. And the fact that we can still tell new stories today is a miracle to me. Stop it.
Yeah.
Just because the plot of something is similar to something you've seen or done before doesn't mean it copied it.
Exactly.
Coincidences can happen.
Right. And especially when, if you're even a semi-big name and your music sold a lot or was critically acclaimed or whatever, but if you sold 4 copies of your album, Taylor Swift isn't freaking ripping off of it.
Yeah, exactly. Also, to go back to a conversation we've had before, me and you've had, about a country band and a jazz singer that have kind of been in a bit of the headline, so to speak. What you made a good point that obviously they trademarked the name, and we can dance around that as much as you want, but they trademarked the name. The way that's being handled is different from the way these situations are being handled. The bigger band is coming down to little guy and punching down almost. A lot of these situations are punching up, which are a little stupid for me. Now, this specific situation of the name, I go back and forth on it because one hand, they have the trademark, and the other hand, this person's used it well before this band was ever even a thought. Most of the band members were even born. This woman was using this name, so I don't really know how to think about that. But you are right in the sense that there are something called coincidences.
Right.
Things can line up and things can match, and all of a sudden you're saying, why is this that? Because there are only so many thoughts and only so many things that can be done in today's society.
Yeah.
Work them out. Be civil. Don't just go, I'm suing you for money because you're a broke college student.
Yeah, there's only so many chords,
on a guitar.
Right. Okay. Facebook is going to start hosting official music videos on artist pages, which I did not know they have never done before.
Really?
Yeah. So beginning next week, they're going to start hosting, say on Madonna's page, Madonna's next music video will premiere on Facebook.
I like that.
And they're looking to make a community based around these videos rather than just show the video and that's it. They want you to engage with the artist, engage with other fans, give your opinion. I'm sure there will be lots of people that are like, sit down, you suck. But, that's just social media.
You're going to get hate no matter what. I get stuff on TikTok for posting cooking videos. It's crazy. I don't really care. They can say whatever they want. I could give.
Well, you've seen some of my.
I've seen your. What was that guy's name? Robert, who told you I hate your show? Yeah, Robert. Who cares? As for the Facebook thing, that's smart because one thing that I think Facebook, I don't know if you've noticed it too, Facebook in terms of like the amount of use, it's still high, but I'm seeing like other social media start to close the gap, so to speak. People are using Instagram a whole lot. People are using TikTok a whole lot.
Yes.
Twitter a whole lot.
Yes, but if you look at the actual numbers, Facebook is still by far
Facebook
the
dominates.
king.
Facebook dominates.
It's not even close.
I guess my point is to say Facebook's also was getting kind of stale for a while.
Yep.
So I think this is a smart idea. If they can infuse that a little more, I would love to see Facebook find a way to have a feed of just things you want to see. Like if you just want to see music, just be able to switch your feed over to that or like
that'd be awesome.
Swipe it or something.
That's a good
so that
idea.
way, like, hey, new music feed, I can see all the debuts of artists that have partnered with Facebook on this thing. I think that's really cool because then you can build your community that way.
Absolutely. Okay. Netflix will begin to allow you to watch stuff slowed down at 0.5 times slower or 1.5 times faster. They're testing it out with Android phones first because nobody uses them. So, just kidding. I say that as Benny has his
Google Pixel 3.
His Android over there. But in any event, so I don't get this. Podcast players do this too.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I ever want to listen to something slower or faster?
Kyle, when things are slower, you can understand them because me, a big corporation, thinks your tiny brain is too stupid.
But why would you want to listen to something 1.5 times faster? You know what I mean? I mean, if you only have a certain amount of time in the day, I get that. But like, if I want to hear something, I want to hear like the person's inflection and the tone of their voice and all of that stuff. Like, why would you actually want to miss all that when you're listening to something and listen to it 1.5 times faster?
Because if you can see more things faster, you can also put more things into your day, which means that you can watch multiple shows, which means more money for us, which means more advertising dollars, which means more. And if we get more, you get more, and everyone gets more, and everyone's happy, and I make money. Ha ha!
I took my Ritalin twice.
I didn't take Ritalin at all.
There's a shocker.
The listeners right now are probably like, "Am I stroking out? What's going on?"
Oh boy. Okay. More. What are we on? What segment?
We're on Hot Clips.
Hot Clips. Okay. So Regal has announced once again that
they'll be showing movies 10 times faster to get more movies out of it.
Regal has announced their reopening plans once again. Now it's going to be at the end of August. This is the third time they've said they're going to open. I honestly don't see it at this
point.
What
they say, third time's the charm. I'll jump off the side of the building. It's fine.
I honestly don't see it at this point. We're a month away. We're less than a month away from that, and numbers are just skyrocketing with the COVID. So I don't see that. And other interesting movie theater industry news: AMC, the largest movie theater chain in the country, announced a deal with Universal Studios.
Ooh.
That they will be shrinking the window that movies can go to digital to 17 days, which is 3 weekends.
Interesting.
So the movie would come out 17 days later. It could potentially be available on iTunes or whatever to rent or buy.
Interesting. So what's the advantage for AMC in that situation?
Well, they're going to do a profit sharing with Universal.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because AMC was going to say, well, then we won't. If you're going to close the window, we just won't show your films. So now Universal's movies wouldn't be shown in the biggest theaters in the country.
Any production company, yeah.
Wait,
I can't imagine any movie theater being cool with like, oh, you get 17 days and then guess what we're doing.
Yeah, especially when, for a lot of theaters, like Disney, for instance, requires like 70% revenue of the first 3 weeks of a movie. So it's not until after that it goes to 50%. You know what I mean? So that's when the theaters are at least making a little bit more money. But I don't think this is going to happen for big movies like, Fast and the Furious and stuff like that. I think it's going to be the smaller Trolls World Tour type movies that would be moderate hits, but not gigantic.
I'm trying to think. To me, this really doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, what's wrong with the current system we have in place?
I totally agree. And that's what so Regal is the number 2 theater chain in the country, and they said we're not doing that. So and then Cinemark, which is like number 3, they said we're not doing that. So you have 2 of the 3 major theater chains saying we're not going to agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And likewise, I mean, these companies, Disney, Universal, whoever whoever wants to make movies, they could just do the digital releases as the premiere of the movies, but that's also kind of stupid.
Yeah, you would never make the money through
exactly.
digital that you would at the theater.
Exactly. Like as much as people like, and I have the same conversation with people that say, "Oh, I can't work in an office. I can work from home. That's the future." As much as you want to say that's the future, it's never going to be fully the future. It'll what's going to happen is eventually, people will embrace it a little more, but the nostalgia, the feeling, the emotion, the excitement of going into a movie theater, getting movie theater popcorn, sitting there watching a movie on a giant screen with your friends. That feeling is worth $10 every weekend or something. That is always going to get money from people.
Or $22 per month.
Or 22 months.
Unlimited with Regal Unlimited, the subscription movie program.
Now with the option to run movies 10 times slower.
So, but I would never go see an Avengers movie. Like, I would never not go see it on a big, giant theater screen.
It's an event.
Right. I'm not going to watch it on my house.
Watching Star Wars at a movie theater is an event.
Exactly. With, I have a 60-inch screen, which is great. 4K, that's all great. Surround sound, but it doesn't even come close to a 180-foot screen with, 15 speakers, or you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't.
No, not even close. Another thing is for like Harry Potter, where in 10 years Universal will probably dig that thing up and trot that thing back out again. I remember going to a Harry Potter premiere. I think it was the second Harry Potter movie, Chamber of Secrets, and there was literally 100 people in this theater with the scarves on, with the they did marker scars, and
lightning bolt scar.
The lightning bolt scar. They wands. They had one person came in riding a broom. I think they tripped and like hit themselves on the wall, which I thought was hysterical. Glasses. I came in with a cloak. I had a cloak on. Me and my brother had cloaks on and sat there. We were so excited to watch Harry Potter. That is cool. If you do that at home, you're weird.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's get into the next segment then.
Now I want to be a microphone inside Kyle's house.
That's only for my creepy landlord.
You answer the door and nothing but a Harry Potter robe for your landlord?
No, for the cameras that my landlord...
Here's the wand.
Oh, boy. For the cameras that my landlord installed in my house.
And when the landlord says, I don't want your wand, you say the wand chooses the wizard.
What's weird is that in reality my aunt is my landlord, so I just made her sound
like... Oh, Lord Almighty.
I just made her sound like some creepy old guy.
I will see you in prison.
Kim, you are not creepy. It was just for the joke. And obviously you don't have cameras set up in my house. Well, your house.
Sacrificed family for the sake of comedy.
It's the way my family would want it. Okay, so the next segment is the one and only. The feature presentation.
The feature presentation.
You sound like a voiceover guy.
So
you should get in radio, kid.
So it's funny. Little sidebar real quick. Growing up, how I got into like radio and doing voiceovers and stuff was literally like listening to the person that would go, in a world. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. Like the people who would do voiceovers for Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. I used to just obsess over that. Kids are like watching cool YouTube videos or whatever in like the mid-2000s, and I'm just sitting there going, oh, another commercial.
I
have a sad life.
Obviously, I was trying to direct attention away from it, but did you know that the In a World guy was the same guy? Like he did like almost all of the movie trailers, and then he passed away.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah.
What? Since when?
At least a few years. There's a documentary about him. In a world where Benjamin did not know that poor man had passed away.
Oh, my God, 2008.
Oh.
Don LaFontaine. What?
Don LaFontaine or something.
Yeah, Donald Leroy LaFontaine, September 1st, 2008.
Yeah, I think his name was Donald Leroy LaFontaine.
Oh, my God.
And I think he passed away in 2008.
He recorded voices for over 5,000 film trailers and movies.
That's crazy.
Think about that. I wonder how much he was paid.
I wonder if
he was paid at all.
I wonder if I was him, I would want somebody to narrate my funeral in his honor. Like, it was a dark day.
Oh, my God. They lowered the casket.
Like, as it's happening, though. Can you do that at my funeral?
You want me to narrate your funeral?
Yes, but not in a Benny way. Like
in a legitimate, like...
As they lowered the casket, his family and friends...
On a dark day, Kyle breathed his last breath. Coming to theaters this summer. Or no, it would be coming to a church this summer.
Coming to the ground tomorrow night.
and in 400 years becoming soil.
No, I hope to be reanimated as a zombie. Okay, so today's feature presentation, this week's feature presentation, they announced the 2020 Emmy Awards.
Oh, boy.
There's so many things that are exciting to talk about with the Emmys. I will say, as I was, reading the Emmy nominations when they were released the other morning, we have some damn good TV these days.
We have re-entered an era of really good television.
It's crazy.
For a while, I think that's one of the reasons why I stopped kind of watching a lot of TV. We just had like a bunch of shows that were either reruns or rip-offs or spin-offs or this, that, and the other thing. But we've entered an era of creativity that it's almost like a second golden era for television. I mean, I'm looking at the nominations. I don't know which category you want to start with, but I'm just looking at the nominations for the Outstanding Comedy Series. My goodness, some of the shows.
Yeah, so let's start. Let's just jump in. Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series: Anthony Anderson, Blackish; Don Cheadle, Black Monday; Ted Danson, The Good Place; Michael Douglas, The Kaminsky Method; Eugene Levy, Schitt's Creek; and Rami Youssef for Rami. Like, what? That is some big talent.
Yeah, you got a lot of talent there. This is going to be an instance where I have to try and separate the actor from the show and isolate their performances, because honestly, I mean, God, Rami Youssef, really great performance, but doesn't have exactly the resume of a Eugene Levy, of a Don Cheadle, obviously Michael Douglas. But then when you isolate their performances, I mean, Lord Almighty, good luck voting on this thing.
I have you ever seen Schitt's Creek?
I love Schitt's Creek.
Oh my God, he deserves it for that. I love him.
I will say this. I think in terms of I love his performance, mind you. I'm not trying to say he's not doing a good job. But I think Eugene Levy is built for that role.
Oh yeah.
Because he's not, it's his role he's playing is not too different from what he was doing in American Pie.
Yeah.
Awkward situation happens, Eugene reacts to it. That's kind of the role he's playing.
That's true. It's
not unique for him, but he just does a good job with it.
So who would you say for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series?
I'm partial to giving it either to Anthony Anderson or Ted Danson, because Ted Danson, I think, does a really good job in The Good Place, but Ted Danson also is almost built for that role too.
Right. I'm going to say Eugene or Michael Douglas for The Kaminsky Method. I would love to see Michael Douglas win. I mean, he is, funny in that show, so we'll see.
My wild card is Rami. I think Rami could surprise people.
Rami.
My wild card is Rami. I think Rami could surprise people.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series: Christina Applegate in Dead to Me; Rachel Brosnahan for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel; Linda Cardinelli for Dead to Me; Catherine O'Hara for Schitt's Creek; Issa Rae for Insecure; and Tracy Ellis Ross for Blackish. I think that the two Dead to Me's are going to cancel each other out.
Yep.
I have never seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. My mom loves it. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Honestly, I've never even heard of it.
Oh, it's a big Amazon show. Catherine O'Hara is amazing, and she deserves it for Schitt's Creek.
I think, I was going to say, Catherine O'Hara, I think, wins this because she is so dynamic as an actress. That role, I don't really think is a role that's perfect for her, but she's doing a great job with it.
Yeah.
It took me a second to remind myself, that's the mother from Home Alone.
Yeah.
And she's doing this.
Yeah, she's so awesome.
She does a really good job with playing that, completely spaced out, washed out actress, and it's hysterical.
I love it. I love her. I want Schitt's Creek to win everything. So I'm going for Catherine O'Hara for Schitt's Creek, and it's the final season. It deserves it. Mm-hmm. Runner-up is Tracy Ellis Ross for Blackish. She's so funny, and that show is so good. Okay, Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series: Jason Bateman for Ozark; Sterling K. Brown for This Is Us; Steve Carell for The Morning Show; Brian Cox for Succession; Billy Porter for Pose; and Jeremy Strong for Succession. Again, I think the two Successions are going to cancel each other out.
I hate that they do that. I hate that they do it. Yeah, it seems so foolish to me to do that.
But I am going with Steve Carell for The Morning Show. He is, first of all, the morning show on Apple TV Plus is so good. What?
The morning show is missing a nomination for one of their actresses.
Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that, yeah.
And Steve Carell in it is incredible. You forget that he's Steve Carell and funny guy and, dry. And, I mean, he is really good. And I would love to see him win for it. And I would love to see Courtney! Courtney just waved by the studio.
Hi.
Get on Benny's mic.
It's my mic now.
That's not how this works.
I'm pretty sure it totally is.
This is the first time me and Courtney have ever been on a podcast at the same exact time.
I'm still waiting for the debate we need to have.
Marvel? I mean,
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Oh, you mean like how good Episode 7 was? Episode 8 was? I think that's what. Yeah, Episode 8 is the one we disagree on.
All right, so in the next few weeks, we're going to have a three-way.
I'm sorry,
of us.
what?
Okay, clearly that came out. Well, it didn't come out wrong, but not the way you guys took it, you sickos. Because both of your faces. Well,
No, I actually was saying, oh my God, what? As in, oh, this is happening. This is great. You took it in a sick way, you disgusting. That's how you turn the tables back on him.
Courtney has left.
Oh, look, HR just emailed me. Great.
The HR Roomba. So, Courtney.
I have achieved my dream.
Beep, beep, boop, bop. Here is your final paycheck and a mint.
If I got a mint with my final paycheck, that would be a profit.
Oh, I get it. Oh, boy, your dad jokes. Courtney, who would you say deserves the best lead actor in a drama series? Jason Bateman with Ozark, Sterling K. Brown with This Is Us, Steve Carell for The Morning Show on Apple TV+, Brian Cox for Secession, Billy Porter for Pose, or Jeremy Strong for Secession?
I vote for Jason Bateman.
Really?
I've heard everybody rave about that show. I haven't watched it yet.
Ozark's good.
I had to stop watching it because it made me nervous, so I need to watch it like during the day. I don't like to watch
Ooh,
it
is it
before
scary?
bed. It's not scary. I'm just a huge baby, and I don't like watching suspenseful things before I go to sleep because then my dreams become crazy.
Oh.
So no, it's not scary. You would probably like it.
It's more suspenseful than scary.
I love suspenseful and scary.
But I've watched a couple episodes of the Ozark. I don't think Jason Bateman is that great on the show. He's good, but I don't think he's like
leading material.
Yeah, well, winning this, he's nomination worthy, but he's not win it worthy.
Okay.
I also really like Steve Carell, but I haven't seen The Morning Show yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm a huge fan of a lot of his work, especially The Office. But the thing about the Ozark in general is Jason Bateman is good, but there are so many other interesting characters in the show that I can see where he would get overshadowed.
Okay.
It's still good, though.
I'm going to add that to my list.
Yeah. Also, I feel like Jason Bateman's played that character before.
I don't know what the character is. So
it's obviously he's under a lot of pressure.
Well, don't tell me because
I'm
going to watch it. But
I'm going with Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown
is a
for
fantastic show.
Are you leaving? Okay, bye. Yes, so we're going to set up a three-way.
See you,
we'll all debate Star Wars.
I hate when that happens.
Outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Jennifer Aniston for The Morning Show on Apple TV+. Her first nomination for a dramatic role. And then Olivia Colman from The Crown, Jodie Comer for Killing Eve, Laura Linney for Ozark, Sandra Oh for Killing Eve, Zendaya for Euphoria. I'm obviously going for Jennifer Aniston. It is such a good show, and she does such a good job.
She is one of the best. That show is one of the best, and she does a great job on it, and I'm obsessed with Jennifer Aniston, so I'll give her that. Again, why are they nominating two people for the same show?
Yeah, Killing Eve.
It just bothers me.
Well, what's interesting is they didn't nominate somebody from the same show for this award.
Yes. Where is Reese Witherspoon here? So you're going to put two people for Killing Eve on here. And I know I made the point that nominating two of the same people or two people on the same show is counterproductive, but Reese Witherspoon deserves a nomination here. If you want to consider her a lead, if you want to consider her a support, she deserves a nomination for her performance in The Morning Show. And it's a joke that she's not on there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just didn't think enough of her performance.
Like Olivia Colman in The Crown.
Olivia Colman is an amazing actress.
But Could you have swapped her out for Reese Witherspoon? Could you?
I wouldn't have
swapped
swapped her out. I would have swapped one of the Killing Eves. Either one of them.
I'm just like,
No, I know.
what are we doing? You know?
So who are you saying for that? Oh, you said
Jennifer Aniston.
So outstanding reality or competition series. The Masked Singer, Nailed It, RuPaul's Drag Race, Top Chef, and The Voice. I started watching Nailed It recently. Have you seen it on Netflix?
I have not.
It is so funny. Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Nailed It on Netflix. I do not know what you're talking about.
Okay. So what Nailed It is a kind of like a baking show,
Okay.
but these contestants are not bakers, and they have them try to recreate like this crazy like cake or dessert or whatever.
Like something off of like another cooking show. Like, oh, look, here's this cake boss cake.
Yes.
Make this.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
It is so funny because these people, like, you're watching them. Some of them, like, regularly,
No idea what they're doing.
a contestant will like forget to put the eggs in or whatever because
good.
they're not like chefs or anything.
No.
So it's just like you or me being on a cooking show.
Okay.
And then they have 3 judges that have to like take a bite of each one. And like the host, she is so funny, and she's nominated for like best host or something. She like one time she like spit out the food. She was like, "I'm so sorry. Like this is not good." And then another time, they do this big reveal, and when they're all done, they'll like they'll lift up the cover,
Yeah.
and you'll see like the final product of each contestant, and then next to it they have like the original gorgeous cake that it's supposed to look like, and these things, it's like
Nothing alike.
you know when you see those memes that are like nailed it, it's exactly like that.
Instagram versus reality.
Yes, or Pinterest versus reality or whatever. It's exactly like
Fantastic.
that. So
Okay.
one time she was just laughing hysterically in this contestant's face, and she was like, "I'm so sorry." She was like, "I don't mean to laugh at you," but she was like, "I just can't help it." Like such a funny show. It just lifts me up.
That's fantastic. It sounds like a show I'd be interested in because it sounds like a show that wouldn't give like a silver medal. It sounds like it would be
Exactly.
Like, I like that.
Yeah. So
like that.
I want Nailed It to win Outstanding Reality Competition
funny.
Series.
That's funny.
Out of Masked Singer, Nailed It, RuPaul's Drag Race, Top Chef, The Voice.
Mm-hmm. I am probably going to go with Nailed It because you told me about it. Give me Nailed It.
Nailed it. Perfect. Wow, we're in complete harmony. Okay. Outstanding Limited Series.
Outstanding Limited Series. Okay.
Little Fires Everywhere.
Never heard of this.
I think Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman are in it or something.
Oh,
Or is that Big Little Lies?
No, she's in both. She's in Big Little Lies and Little Fires Everywhere.
Okay.
I did see that. Okay.
Reese Witherspoon.
And
And then she's also in Morning Show.
She's in 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
then Mrs. America, then Unbelievable, then Unorthodox, then Watchmen. Watchmen is so good.
I have heard of
HBO.
Watchmen.
Oh, so I hope that wins. And they did announce that it'll probably just be that one and done.
Mm-hmm.
Even though fans want it, but the director was like, I got other stuff to do, so no. So I really hope Watchmen takes it home.
I have respect for that.
Me too.
Because in a world where networks will milk something.
In a world.
In a world where networks milk a show until it's completely dry, and then beat the dead horse until it stops spitting out money.
And then reboot it again.
And then we'll revive the dead horse with zombie body parts, only to have Adam Sandler make a movie about it later.
So, what were we talking about?
Watchmen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so Watchmen's going to win. Outstanding Comedy Series.
Okay, here we are.
There we go, Benny.
Back on my track.
You would think he would read his emails that I sent him for prep.
I don't have an email address.
And I didn't send an email, so that worked out well.
I don't even have a computer in front of me. I'm just going off of what I inscripted on the back of my eyelids.
Oh, my God. Outstanding Comedy Series. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Love that show.
So do I. Dead to Me, The Good Place, Insecure, The Kaminsky Method, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Schitt's Creek, and What We Do in the Shadows. So, for me, it's either going to be Schitt's Creek or Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think I'm going Schitt's Creek too, but man, is Curb Your Enthusiasm funny.
It is so funny.
How about this? Where is Larry David's nomination for anything? I mean, I guess
I don't know.
I guess technically he's still going to get it because he's the creator behind Curb Your Enthusiasm, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a good show, though. It's so
Fantastic
funny.
show.
I'm so glad it's back. Outstanding dramas. Oh, let's talk about What We Do in the Shadows for a moment. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've never heard of this show.
Okay, so it was actually a movie it's like a documentary about like these vampires,
Okay.
but it's not a documentary. It's like a mock documentary.
I believe they call them mockumentaries.
Actually, you're right. I was going to give a smart-ass answer, but technically you're right.
Every now and then I say something smart, and I'll follow up by saying, in a world.
And then you ruin it all. So, they probably think I hate you. I literally love Benny. And we have this relationship. That's what we do.
He loves me more than I love me.
That's very true.
That's very sad.
That's
As I
also
laugh.
true.
Pain.
Embarrassment.
Internal pain.
Why did my father leave?
Self-loathing.
Ooh, God, this is getting kind of personal.
Okay, let's talk about what happens in the shadows. Oh, I hate myself.
You should. So What We Do in the Shadows
All right.
started out as a movie, a mockumentary that followed a group of vampires. It's hysterical. Then FX followed it up a few years later with a show that is like the continuing adventures. It's a really good show. It's a really good movie. I have not watched the show yet.
Okay.
But I want to. But even so, I still think Schitt's Creek should win because Schitt's Creek should win everything.
Schitt's Creek might be the most clever comedy show made in the past 5 years.
It's really funny. And I think aren't they on season 9?
Yes.
So what about the
Okay,
4 years
decade.
before that?
Okay, decade. I was going to say, well, decade. Then now you're including Curb Your Enthusiasm and what's the other one with Jason Bateman in it? Is
The Ozark?
It not the Ozarks? It's a comedy show. Is it Arrested Development?
Oh, Arrested Development.
Well,
yeah.
that's older than 10 years. That's been around for a while.
So now let's go to. So wait, who did you say was going to win?
Schitt's Creek.
Oh, that's right. Jesus, we really need a live producer in here to keep us on track.
Quiet on the set. There he
Outstanding
is.
drama series, Better Call Saul, The Crown. I don't know why I enunciated Saul. Better Call Saul, The Crown,
That's the bodybuilding version of Better Call Saul's Better Called Swole.
The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, Killing Eve, The Mandalorian, Ozark, Stranger Things, and Succession. First of all, why are there 72 different things nominated for these two awards? Secondly, The Mandalorian or Stranger Things. I love The Mandalorian. I love Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
So either one of those for me.
I agree as well. Why are there, like, it feels like there's a whole bunch more nominations in this thing than other things. But I'm going to go with The Mandalorian. That's gotten a lot of good raves on it. I feel like Better Call Saul is
You
almost-
watched The Mandalorian, right?
I have.
Okay, good.
I like it.
Better Call Saul is a spinoff
I know
of
it's spinoff of
Breaking
Breaking Bad.
Bad,
It's
yeah.
been out for a very long time. I feel like it's kind of running out of steam a little bit. And then Handmaid's Tale I haven't heard of. The Crown you've recommended. I'll give it a
The
shot.
Handmaid's Tale you haven't heard of? On Amazon, it's about like Anyway, okay.
And then Stranger Things. I never got on the Stranger Things
What?
bus, so I was never into Stranger Things.
What?
But yeah, no.
It is incredible, but I need Schitt's Creek. Oh, no, wait. That's not even nominated for drama. It's
Just give Schitt's Creek everything.
Outstanding animated program. I love this one. So Big Mouth. I love
Okay.
Big Mouth. Have you watched it?
I have not.
That's interesting because I told you 16 episodes ago to watch it, and you
Big
promised
Mouth.
me that you would.
I didn't write it down in my schedule.
It is so funny. It's on Netflix. It's about these teens, or not teens, preteens, like kind of coming into their hormones. But it's like really dirty. It's not for kids at all. It is hysterical. I love Big Mouth. So Big Mouth is up for Outstanding Animated Program. Bob's Burgers, BoJack Horseman, Rick and Morty, and The Simpsons. I love Bob Burgers. Oops.
Bob Burgers?
I love
Gob's Burgers?
I love Bob's Burgers. I love Rick and Morty. I love The Simpsons. I don't know who. It's either got to go to. I'm going to say Big Mouth. It's going to Big Mouth.
Give it to Big Mouth. Rick and Morty has disappointed me. That show is still good, but it's definitely lost a little bit of steam for me.
I'm only on season 2.
Okay, so I've watched through season 3. Season 2 is probably one of the best seasons of television. Season 3 is a step down, but I'll let you decide that for yourself.
Okay. So who would you say out of there?
I'll go with you and say Big Mouth.
Okay.
I can't give it to The Simpsons. Bob's Burgers, I feel like was a 2018, 2019 thing. You can give it to Bob's Burgers if you want. Rick and Morty is a hard no. And is there another one that was on there that was a pretty popular one? South Park?
No.
No, South Park's not on there. Or Family Guy. No, then yeah, we'll just Big
go
Mouth
with
it
that.
is.
Okay. It's a good bit of steam.
If you play that backward, you hear "Help, I'm in pain."
Outstanding television movie: American Son on Netflix, Bad Education on HBO, Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, These Old Bones on Netflix. That's all the title.
Mhm.
Dolly Parton's Heartstrings.
These old bones.
Dot over a dot. What's it called?
The semicolon.
Or is it a colon?
No, a colon's inside of you.
Oh, or is it a colon?
A colon is here. A semicolon is like half of that here. I pointed at where my colon would be.
Okay, if that's a semicolon, what's the thing with the dot on top and the comma underneath? That's a semicolon, I thought.
So it's just a colon.
Like I said.
No, Kyle, no, I just told you it's a colon.
All right. So Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, colon, These Old Bones, which is on Netflix.
Hell of a title.
Well, they don't say colon, and I'm sure one of our nurse friends or doctor friends that listens is going to probably
Ask that we get an oscopy.
probably send us some interesting tweets or Facebook messages or whatever. Anyway, El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie.
I do like El Camino.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, colon, Kimmy versus the Reverend.
A semi-colonoscopy.
Anyway, so for this, I want either Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, colon, These Old Bones, or Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, colon, Kimmy versus the Reverend.
What? I was going to say El Camino.
I haven't seen it.
El Camino is amazing.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. If you're going to hit me with that Stranger Things stuff, you got to be hitting yourself with that Breaking Bad.
I know.
So.
I need to watch that and Game of Thrones.
El Camino is one of the most perfect, I guess, exclamation points on a series I've ever seen.
Okay. But I have to watch Breaking Bad first.
Yes.
Okay. And that's it for all the big ones.
All the big, thick, juicy
Nominations.
nominations.
Can I make a big announcement on the 52nd episode, the 2020 Emmy Award Nominations special?
Yes.
Kyle McMahon, what?
Oh my God. Kyle, what happened?
And Pop Culture Weekly are going for an Emmy in 2021.
So when are we going to start our Emmy push?
In March of next year.
Okay.
So, a friend of mine who is a Emmy member or whatever was like, "Are you with the Academy?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "We need to get you in. Have you ever submitted for anything?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "We need to get you submitted." So, my new goal for 2021 is to be nominated for an Emmy.
Interesting.
Can you imagine? The Emmy-nominated Kyle McMahon, the Emmy-nominated Pop Culture Weekly. I mean, so the not the podcast, obviously. It would be the interview series, the video series. Do you imagine? So that's our goal for 2021.
Is to get an Emmy nomination.
Yes.
I believe in you. If you get nominated for an Emmy, does that mean that I get to dress up in one of those tuxedos?
Well, you would be my date, so you would wear a dress.
I love dresses. Could I get interviewed by what washed-up actress would interview me? Could I get interviewed by Daisy Ridley?
Yes.
Benny, how you doing, Benny? Daisy, I gotta go. Daisy.
Daisy Ridley from the Star Wars?
I think so. I don't know. Daisy, I'm sorry. I have to get over here. No time for an interview. Oh.
Can you imagine the Emmy-nominated Pop Culture Weekly?
That would be really cool. Can you imagine being interviewed by Kelly Clarkson on the red carpet? I'm just thinking of what networks would just trot out anyone out there.
Some of you, dear listeners, may be scoffing at the idea that the potentially Emmy-nominated Kyle McMahon from the potentially Emmy-nominated Pop Culture Weekly may never potentially be nominated.
Well, I have one thing to tell you. If Sandra Oh can get a nomination, anything can happen. That was mean. Sorry, Sandra Oh's an amazing actress.
To them, I say nay. and I can't think of other fancy English words.
What if you get nominated just for that sound? Best sound effects.
And then what if I lose? To like, the guy that makes the rain sound on a TV show.
You lose to, what was the, that would be bad. What is there like a TV show that has just sound effect, like a nature documentary that has no narrator?
Probably.
That's amazing. I'd be like, you know what? I'm cool with that.
I lost to God.
You literally lost to nature, Mother Nature and God.
Right.
Him or herself.
So anyway, people may scoff at us, but I'm just saying I am starting my campaign for 2021 Emmy nominations right now.
We are going to make the Emmys great again.
I agree. And to all of you in the Academy, I'm not bribing you, but I am letting you know that new Pop Culture Weekly merch has come in. And if any of you wanted it for your house, I'd be glad to send it to you for free. I am really excited about my potential Emmy nomination.
I'm excited for it too.
You
feeling good about it?
I am. We've worked really hard to get a potential Emmy nomination.
So now here's the next strategy. Now that we know that you're going to get an Emmy.
Potential Emmy.
No, it's not potential. You're going to get it. We need to sabotage other shows. Constantly talk stuff about them. Like, hey, that one interview series over there is crap.
I would never do that. Kelly Clarkson, just stop recording your show. I'm just kidding. I love Kelly Clarkson. Mm-hmm. I think I've told you, I've met her. She was the nicest person I've ever met in my life.
You're going to really enjoy her when she's interviewing you on the red carpet.
Or
when you give her approximately 13 seconds and then you walk away like you have a publicist that's asking you to do stuff.
What if you act as my publicist?
Just grab you and pull you around.
You with your beard in your Emmy dress, and you're like, Kyle, we got to interview Kyle. I'm sorry, Kelly.
I'll wear like a PlayStation 3 headset that's not really plugged in anything. I won't even like hide the wire. I'll just let the wire drag behind me and just walk up and be like, Kelly, sorry, Kyle, we got to get going. Kelly, thank you. Kyle, we got to get rolling.
What's sad is, potential or Emmy, the Academy listens to this show and they're probably like, okay, now we're definitely not giving him a potential Emmy.
Or they're sitting there thinking, these guys are coming up with really in-depth content. And you know what? For that, not only are we going to nominate you, we're going to nominate you twice for the same category.
Boy.
We are going to make you the Comer and Sandra Oh of this category. We're going to nominate you twice. Might be the first one I ever get nominated 3 times.
What if we have it submitted for like insane categories, like best actor, best actress in a drama series? Kyle McMahon with Pop Culture Weekly.
Just go for it. Like, I would love to see us get nominated for like comedy series, drama series, animated series.
Animated.
Like, what's animated about you? Well, Benny's really animated, let me tell you.
Best nature documentary. Then the clip that they show on the show is me burping.
See, that's nature. That's naturally happening.
Exactly. Anyway.
The thing is, we'd have an argument for everything.
We would. Anyway, so I would just like to formally announce exclusively here on Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, divided
52nd episode.
On the 52nd episode with our rotating panel of guest hosts Benny Panella.
That will be going for the 73rd Emmys.
We will be going next year for the potential Emmys. The campaign has begun.
You're listening to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, presented by 92.9 Tom FM, an iHeart radio station.
I'm 100% serious. I'm getting a potential Emmy nomination.
Does that mean I'm going to get one too?
I don't know.
Where would you keep your Emmy trophy?
On the toilet where I keep my other awards.
Oh, that's where you keep your awards? I keep them like in my trunk of my car. And like occasionally, if people don't believe me that I have this award, I'm like, no, look, see, I have it. Usually I have to blow the dust off of it and see?
I did win 4th place in the South Smyrna T-ball tournament.
That's a hell of a tournament.